Nowadays, there are a lot of problems that concern our community, but one of the most dangerous ones is the lack of citizen participation in the matters of a clean and maintained community.
What do we mean by this? This means that we, as a community, are not participating on maintaining our environment clean, and are also not taking care of what we have. And in a long-term situation, this will start being harmful to ourselves.
This is the main reason of why we chose this topic. Now, we are going to look at some of the most common examples from this, the first one being graffiti.
Graffiti is a form of artistic expression that occurs in random walls spread all over the city. It is sometimes a beautiful thing to see, but sadly, here in our city, graffiti are just a bunch of horrible lines painted for no reason but harm.
This causes the city to look ugly and even in a blue tone, because seeing the stray things just make us feel sad. Now, for our second problem, we have
Holes in streets.
surprisingly, holes in streets are just holes in streets! But seriously, this is a very serious problem, especially in our community.
Holes in streets can cause the damage in cars to even traffic accidents. And the thing is, it would be fine if we found these every 5 minutes on our path, but they're everywhere, so they can be dangerous.
I even have an anecdote about an uncle of mine that was stopped by the police because he was zigzagging on the street and the police thought he was drunk. So he pulls him over and tells him, "Are you drunk?" To which my uncle responds with a no. Then the police says, "Then why were you zigzagging?" And my uncle just said, "If you quit these holes, no, forget that. If you put these holes in a straight line, I promise you I will stop zigzagging."
For our next problem, we have the lack of bumps in our city. Don't get us wrong, we think that there are plenty of bumps in the city where they are supposed to be, but sometimes people do not care about them and just race through them, making them disappear with the force of its impulse.
This is so common that the bumps that are in front of my house, because there is a school on the other side of the streets, are so often quit that my dad and me had to replace them so people don't crash neither on the school nor our house. Finally, the last problem that we are going to present today is abandoned houses.
The abandonment of houses leads to many problems such as plague infest or garbage accumulation, which we can see in the following examples that are not hidden in our city, because they are literally in the middle of it.
Besides the fact that they contaminate, we can observe that they make our city look ugly, just as bad graffiti does. Now, here comes the good part.
What can we do to solve these problems?
Things like this. The maintenance of our city so it looks beautiful, attractive, and it's easier and safer for us to live in is part of the job of, wait for it, the government.
Taxes are supposed to be used on purposes like this, but the fact is that we are not seeing any advance on these matters.
So the thing that we can do is send cards to the government demanding that our streets should be cleaned. Sending cards and suggestions to the majority has been proved to have results in other countries, so this is the least we can do.
But wait, there's more. We also have to try to keep our streets clean and try to make our city more beautiful, because in the end, it is also our job as citizens of it.
That will be all. Thanks for watching, and remember, you have rights, but also responsibilities as a citizen of this country.
Bye!